Welcome to Vancouver, Canada, where Neptune Grizzly starts on pole from Hatchai-Cilia and Tam Andalay. Remy LeBeau starts fourth from Lam Phong and Capi Selavir. Alongside him is Antonio Ponte, Liam Stones, and Christian Bentley. Then comes Landre Zaholi, Kuragiri, and Chaos Andalay down in 12th. Juan Villalobos starts 13th from Fande Souza and Igo Sigurd. Then it comes Hux Ranucci, Spiker Peppo, Kimi Nyla, Jonas Schmidt, and Joe Williamson, the top 20 from Nashe Perez, Nick Leon. In the back row of Ahmed Celia and Vita Alves. 9 down, 3 to go. The top 2 in the championship start 1 and 2. It's a wet day here in Vancouver, Canada, as we get underway for the 10th round of the ERL ChampCar World Series, and it's a fantastic getaway there from the 48 of Hatchai-Cilia. Looks to try and get in front as they come through the opening 3 corners, and you know what? The 48's done it well. Hatchai-Cilia takes the lead from Neptune Grizzly and Tam Andalay. Remy LeBeau still running in 4th place, just keeping it clean for now. It's a very, very wet day in the office here in Canada. You can see everyone on the blue-walled Firestone extreme wet weather tires. You rarely ever see those in use. Grizzlies dropped down to 3rd as Tams moved up into 2nd. Remy holding off countryman Capi Selavir. So they come down into this hairpin at the end of the 2nd sector. And the Frenchman in the 26, he has always shown good pace in this ChampCar World Series, as that's close to the wall for Cappy. Thankfully not into it. It's been a terrible qualifying at the very least for Sims 888, as one has had an off, and that is with one of the track houses. That's Jonas Schmidt he's gone off with. Unfortunate for both drivers to hit the wall there, but they weren't anywhere near the top 10 in the first place. You can see Kurogiri in front of Liam Stones, now in front of Fande Souza in that battle for 10th. And as we head on to lap 2 of 14, you'd expect me to be talking about something merch-based, but no, this is something that you can do for free if you join the ERL server. As you can see, Fande and Chaos Andalay getting past Liam Stones. And look at that from Chaos. He knows he's got a championship to win here. Came into this race 3rd after a terrible outing last time out, moving up into 12th place and needs every point he can get. If you want to race alongside these guys, well, you can. The World 500 sign-ups are ending on the 17th of June. Of course, the Discord server link is in the channel. And all you got to do is set a lap time around Illinois in the ERL 03 or 2026 Monoposto car. And you can join these drivers, just like how Neptune Grizzly is trying to join up to the back of Hatchai-Cilia here. He's gotten past Tam Andalay. And Remy's dropped down to 6th. Unfortunate for the Rahal man. 5th in points, Christian Bentley has spun it round. For Sims 888, the team who currently lead the constructors standings, this is not what they needed at all. They're trying to go to Indy for the Indianapolis 500. And that 32 car has only now gotten it back on track, but down in 19th. He was running 8th before his Grizzly sets a new fastest lap. This is torrid for the English-Japanese team. No points scored on the day, with Newman Haas looking pretty good for points, as are APC. And of course McLaren, they've got Neptune Grizzly in that 97 car, always hauling in some good points very recently at the very least, as now Lam Phong sets a new fastest first sector. I think Tam got past the American, yeah. This is a problem for Sims. They need to get both of their drivers near the front, and Bentley's dropped down to the very back. Chaos Andalay down in 14th as well. They're not even close to the points. 10th place is 2 seconds away, yes, but if they want any more than 6 points, they've got to step on it, because Landre Zaholi is doing a great job of holding up Antonio Ponte in that 94 car. The 98 for APC Motorsports, the only... Oh! Ponte spins around, tagged by Fande Souza. The Portuguese drivers hit the wall there, and you can see the Italian in the 94 for Grand Slam Motorsports trying to right That 94 car hits the 67 of Kimi Nyla. But at the very least, now back on track as we begin lap 4 of 14. Can see Liam Stones close to the back of his teammate, but he's going to have to try and hold off Brazil's Hux Fanucci, who could give Newman Haas their ticket to the Indy 500 if he can just get some good points in. Tam Andalay with the fastest first sector of anyone, but no one has had an answer for Hatchai Cilia all race. But I think Neptune Grizzly is ready to try at the very least. We got yellows down in the opening sector. I think Spiker Peppo, yep, that is the number 11 from Mexico, off in the wall for Trackhouse Racing. Spiker Peppo, we were riding on board with him, just got it back onto the road. Major front wing damage. We've got yellows in sector 2 now. That is bad news. That's Lam Fong off the road with front wing damage. Remy LeBeau went by, so for the Frenchman who won the Season 25 ERL Formula E World Series Championship, he will move up into 5th place as a result. These wet conditions really catching out some of the younger, less experienced drivers. I say that well knowing that the top 4 are all young drivers. We've got another yellow flag coming out. I think that's for Ahmed Cilia. It is not for Ahmed. Who would that be for? Juan Villalobos, he's already had enough. Antonio Ponte's already had enough. Oh, it's Christian Bentley. So Bentley's cast another yellow. Honestly, if you've seen the Monaco Grand Prix in Formula 1, you know exactly what I'm thinking that Sims should do with that 32, and it's unfortunate as Chaos Andalay, trying to rally his way through the field, took 10th for a moment there, as we now have 9 laps to go. His teammate at the back of the pack needing some form of good luck. No red flags in the ChampCar World Series, and there won't be red flags in the FG Series either. Spiker Peppo now coming in. I think that might just be to fix up that front wing. If not, they could try and put him onto some intermediate tires just to see if it would even work. But no, that does seem like it is the full wet weather tires, the blue-walled Firestones, as we come across the line to start lap 6 of 14. Hatchai Celia in the number 48 Newman Haas racing car, sponsored by McDonald's. She leads the pack from Neptune Grizzly, who got very close to that outside wall there. The American driver hoping to take a championship, as Nasha Perez is out for Team Penske. That right there is the Mexican's car. Now he won his home race at the start of the season, but Penske, they've never really looked too good in ChampCar. They had a good run in Season 3, but ever since it's just been kind of mediocre, if not pretty bad. But we are now green again on a very, very wet day here in Vancouver, Canada. Now, I've been told that I probably shouldn't plug my merch store or memberships, or the fact that you can like and subscribe to the video and channel, so I won't. But we are still looking at Neptune Grizzly, 4.1 seconds, 2.2 off the back of Hatchai Cilia for the number 48. This race win might actually be made slightly easier by the fact that she's got Spiker Peppo right behind, but the Mexican unlaps himself. Not making it too easy. Is he ignoring blue flags or something? Because now Neptune Grizzly and that 97 a lot closer. In fact, you can see that red and yellow Newman Haas car right in front. But in the interest of fairness, it seems Spike is not making this too easy for Neptune either. What is that Trackhouse man doing out there? In any case, Grizzly's now on the back. Hatchai's using all of her push to pass to use, and Neptune's got nothing in the battery. Used it all to try and get past. They're 6 seconds up on the target Chip Ganassi of Tam Mandalay behind. Target Chip Ganassi, of course, moving over to IndyCar next season. Kimi Nyla. Oh! And Neptune Grizzly spun it round. Tam Mandalay will move up into second place. Cappy Sullivan to P3. And major front wing damage for the 97. Terrible, terrible news for the American. That's all hopes of him taking yet another race win this season. His second already came in London, looking for his third. That's just not quite going to happen today. Hatchai comes down into pit lane at half race distance. Tam Mandalay takes the lead. Newman Haas roll the dice on the strategy. Those are slicks going on. What is the compound? It's the mediums. We've got more yellows down in sector 2. That is for Ahmed Celia. So both of the McLarens go round as the rain is letting up. Hatchai's going to come out in the top 10er. She comes out in 5th. Neptune Grizzly's down into the pit, so if he would have wanted to pick a lap to spin out, crash, and dent the front wing, this probably would have been it. It's a set of mediums going on. Now, every single session this weekend has been held under the wet conditions. That's Iago Sigurd. Sigurd spins it round. Ran into the back of Neptune as he had just come out of the pits. Lam Fong's also got damage there. That 97 has no pace in these conditions. Same for Hatchai Celia. It's still just too wet. Tam Mandalay and target Chip Ganassi might just have the best opportunity to win a race. For Cappy Salavir here. For the Frenchman in the 77. I don't think he's won a race yet. We can check that, of course. But this is, once again, a perfect opportunity to go and lead the championship, in fact. Tam comes in that 15 car. Cappy comes in. This is the lap where you want to dive down into pit lane. Everyone else who's come in, your tires are now up to temperature, yes, but still highly suboptimal. It's very wet down at pit lane, though. Out of the pits then for Tam Mandalay. She leads with 5 laps to go here in Vancouver. Cappy Salavir, second. I think Remy LeBeau's going to hold on to third here coming out of the pits. Hatchai Celia hasn't done enough on that outlap. She's 5th. As she was coming out of the pits. She cannot gain any more. Who would have thought that ABC Motorsports could have been a dark horse this season? With so little time left in the championship as a whole. And Landros Aholi is holding up Hatchai Celia here for 4th. Just making sure that she can't go after the podium. This is some fantastic team playing here from the Albanian. However, it is still very much a wet track out here. I don't think attack mode is online yet. Actually, we can check that. Yes, attack mode is actually online, but no one's using push to pass. And, whoa! A lap and a half or so on a set of mediums. What do you think that does to the tyres? If you said they've already lost 40 percentage points as you head down this long back stretch. I wouldn't believe you, but it's true. A lot of these guys probably would have benefited by coming in for hards just to go a little longer in this race. Either that or just using incorrect tyres on this surface might have done Hatchai in for a doozy. In any case, 4 laps to go, and it is Tam Mandalay in the lead of this race. The sun is coming out. That'll help evaporate the standing water on the track a lot more. And Neptune Grizzly still working on that fight back through the field to even just get closer to Hatchai at the very least. Now up in 7th position. Chaos Andley, though, is the man right behind, using both push to pass and attack mode in tandem as they come through turn number 1. And he's lost all of his ground coming out of 3. Gains it right back as Liam Stones comes down into the pits. That better be for hards. It's another set of mediums. Why are you going on to another set of mediums? You don't... We've already gone over this. The mediums are not good. They don't last you long. Might as well just use softs or hards. There is no reason to be on the yellow wall tires other than you have just come out of the pits after being on the blue wall wets. Because you can see there, a lot of graining on the 48. Lost 4 seconds on Landro Zaholi. Chaos Andway got past Neptune Grizzly, and that's into the wall for Lam Fong and for the 97. Your championship leader has hit that wall now twice as Remy LeBeau comes down to pit lane. Team Rahal probably expected a full course yellow. They didn't get it. They did not get it. And oh, is that Christian Bentley? Yeah! Front puncture for the 32. How could this day get any worse for the man who came in today, 5th in the championship? Second in the second FG Series season. Christian Bentley with a front puncture. We've got yellows down in Sector 2, and that is Ahmed Celia. Oh, Cappy Salavir! Second in this race, hitting the wall hard and getting a 5-second time penalty after contact with Ahmed Celia and Spiker Pepe. And actually, that is Tam Andalay now getting past Christian. My oh my, this is definitely one of those ChampCar World Series races where all logic, all thought goes out of the window. That is Nick Leon. And that's contact with Jonas Schmidt. With only a handful of laps now left to run. In comes Cappy Salavir. And I expect the top two to come in as well. 21% for Tam Andalay. We knew that these tyres weren't going to do too well. So coming in at all was a given. I think that's Hachai Celia. Yeah, you can see fighting with Kuragiri and a lapped car, and that's one of the track houses as Neptune Grizzly punches in the fastest second sector on a fresh set of mediums. This has to be one of the most impossible to follow ChampCar races. Bentley's coming out of the pits already. If you're wondering how he's doing, Remy LeBeau. Look at him rallying up into 3rd place. Hachai drops down to 5th. And is there a problem with that Newman Haas car? Because there's no pace in it. And was that Tam Andalay hitting the wall? That is Tam Andalay in the wall. Race leader for Target Chip Ganassi. Tam Andalay has hit the wall 7%. Tire wear, 67% car damage. She needs to get that thing down to pit lane as fast as possible. Juan Villalobos was in the wall with her. And I think that's Spiker Pepo who's had an incident on his own. That looks like. Still yellows out there anyway. 2% for Tam. There goes Landro Zaholi to the lead. On the penultimate lap, there go the tyres for the Target Chip Ganassi woman who just about got it home. This is shockingly unbelievable to me. Landro is stretching out those tyres longer than anyone thought possible. He's got Remy LeBeau right behind him. Neptune... Oh! That's Grizzly and Hachai! Celia's got a full car puncture there. Grizzly's blocking the road. Fonde Souza on the main straight there. You can see Liam Stones. That was Hooks Fanucci, sorry. Who was trying to get past his teammate. Remy LeBeau's taking the lead here. On the penultimate tour here in Vancouver, Canada. Landro Zaholi for APC Motorsports, for all that is holy. He needs to get that thing down into pit lane. And it's the same for Chaos Adelaide. Both of them struggling with their tires. Kimi Nyla, Iago Siggett as well. There goes Chaos! Chaos in the wall! That's with, I think Kuragiri, yes. That is the 43 of Kuragiri who's gone round. Chaos is going to get by there. I think Kimi Nyla's just trying to give the Team Green Man Apple space, and he does. Major wing damage for the 14 there. As Remy LeBeau is rounding the final corner to begin the final lap, there goes the tyres for the number 98. He's still got a margin to Tam Andley, brings it home into pit lane, and that is contact there. Who is that? Is that Remy? That's Remy LeBeau down at turn 2! And he's been hit by Hachai Cilia. Spin around there for Lam Fong. Down at the chicane, you can see Iago Sigurd and Fonde Sousa both off into the wall. This is a mad ending to this ChampCar World Series race. And Tam Andley could still win this. Trying to put a lap on Hachai Cilia, being pushed to the absolute limit, but she's got nothing left in the tank. No push to pass, but still has some attack mode to use. Tried to dive to the inside, couldn't work it out. There'll be another main straight that she can use, but she wants that lead now. Hits the side wall and into the wall for Remy LeBeau, who loses the race lead here in Vancouver, Canada. Cappy Sullivan 1.7 seconds away, 2.4. There's no way that the Frenchman's going to get it back. Liam Stones has had enough of his own. That's with Kimi Nyla. But out in front, Tam Andley for Target Chip Ganassi. As you can see, one of the Sims cars with a puncture. The 15's going to bring it home. Tam Andley wins in the ChampCar World Series. And that's Chaos Andley with a full car puncture. The major title contenders, the top 3 in the championship, all having an absolute mare here in Canada. I think Neptune Grizzly's still going to come home with a 6th place. So the championship leader's going to leave here with about 8 points to his name. This is a perfect day in the office, without winning the race at least, for APC though. 2nd and 3rd. Whoa! Jonas Schmidt has hit one of the Sims cars. That's Chaos. Facing backwards with that full car puncture, you can see there the 14. Now trying to get it back on the road. Bentley classified 2 laps down in what has been a horror show of a race. The Sims 888. And oh, that's into the wall for Weiser Alves. How is Chaos Andley still in this race, hauling that number 14 to the checkered flag as best he can. He's got a 5-second time penalty anyway. He'll be the last car on the lead lap in any case. Oh no, full car punctures there for Iago Sigurd and Kimi Nyla as well. So these tyres just didn't hold up with what the teams wanted them to do. And there go the tyres for Nick Leon. Weiser Alves is still going to try and get it to Juan Villalobos for 14th place. The Brazilian won't quite bring it home. And look at Iago Sigurd still trying to fight for 18th place. I think they're going to go side by side here. 2 wide coming through the final corner. I think Nala's going to hold it. Are they using push to pass? They've got some to use. Sigurd brings it. Here's your podium. Now, we were all wondering, where had Target Chip Ganassi's pace gone from last season? Because if you'll remember, Season 6 they won the championship. Season 7 they were alright. This season they've been nowhere. But Tam Andley, up north here in Vancouver, Canada, has brought the thunder. She wins for Target Chip Ganassi. And alongside her, the 2 APC drivers, Capi Selavir from France and Albania's Landro Zaholi. As for the rest of your finishers, Remy LeBeau came home 4th in a race that many thought he could have won. Then comes Kuragiri, Neptune Grizzly, the points leader coming into this race, with the margins being as tight as they were coming in. However, who knows if he's still leading the points. Lam Fong is 7th from Hooks Vanucci and Fonde Sousa, and Joey Williamson for Grand Slam Motorsport is 10th. Antonio Ponte, 11th from Jonas Schmidt and Liam Stones. Then comes Juan Villalobos, Vita Alves, Nick Leon, Inigo Sigurd, and Kimi Nyla. Then those behind, of course, Chaos Andale with that 5-second time penalty. And then those who finished off the lead lap, Spiker Peppo, Ahmed Cilia, Hachai Cilia, and Christian Bentley, who was 2 laps down. Nashe Perez brought out the only full course yellow. Neptune Grizzly extends his lead out front to 11 points heading into the final 2 rounds of this championship. Hachai Cilia second, but don't count out the French assault. Capi Selavir has moved up into 3rd in this championship with the 2 Andalays behind him. Landro Taholi 6th from Christian Bentley and Spiker Peppo. Then comes Nashe Perez, Liam Stones, Remy Lebeau, and Fande Souza from Lam Fong. Kurogiri, Ahmed Celia, Jonas Schmidt, Kimi Nyla, Inigo Sigurd, Vita Alves, Joey Williamson, tied on points with teammate Antonio Ponte, Hooks Vanucci, Nick Leon, and Juan Villalobos, who is still yet to score. This is the interesting part. In the constructors' standings, APC Motorsports moves 4 points ahead of Sims 888, with McLaren Racing now in 3rd. Newman Haas is tied on points with Trackhouse Racing. Then comes Team Green, Dale Coyne, and Target Chip Ganassi, who are 1 point up on Team Ray Hall, who are on 67 points. Then comes Dragon Racing, Team Penske, and Grand Slam Racing. So Capi Selavir won the 2nd round of the championship. Thought he hadn't won a single race all season. Hachai Cilia 2nd in the championship and still yet to win. But with a non-score like that, and heading into a track that is known for having chaotic races like what we've just seen today, who knows what will happen in the next round of the ERL ChampCar World Series. Thank you so much for watching round number 10, and we will see you guys next time then when the Electric Racing League returns.